tell me. I know I'm good. It ain't shit that you could tell me. I know I'm good. It ain't shit that you could tell me. I know I'm good. It ain't shit that you could tell me. I know I'm good.
Going on? It's 2022, and we here with the Unfiltered POV, formerly known as the Boys to Gents Podcast. New name, same people. So we here with the guys. We got Venom, aka Josh Nixon. We got TJT Parks, aka Chef TJ, and we got Kelvin Thomas. All right, so we into a new year, and like I said, we got a new name. So, but we kind of on the same type of time. So let's get to the topics. But first, before we get started, what's going on, fellas?
Nothing, word. Good seeing y'all. Ugly.
Yeah, it's been a minute, low key. Y'all got anything? I mean, as usual, y'all got anything y'all want to plug before we get started?
I'll wait to the end.
Okay. Bet. TJ, Kelvin, y'all got anything y'all want?
Nah, just follow me on Instagram, chef_TJ. I take care of your culinary needs.
Bet. All right, so first topic of the day, let's get into it. So once again, it's January. We in the year 2022. So let's kind of do I don't want to say recap, but just a refresh. So what did 2021 teach y'all? And I mean, like I said, you can just go with it, however you want to go with it. What did you learn from 2021? We can start with Venom or Josh.
For me, it just taught me that a lot of, I'll say, bring it more towards the military. It just taught me like being in person for a job is not needed, right? Like, cause we thought like COVID was done. And then for the most part, I still telework for a big part of it. And so that was one thing. And two,
I wish.
Yep. And two, it just kind of taught me of where I had more time to, of course, being at home more, kind of time to just sit there and think about like where I wanted to go. Like education wise, I'm almost done with school. But for the first time, I started thinking like life outside the military. Like, so if anything, it just kind of made me refocus and get like heavy in school. And so where I'm now 3 classes away. So for me, that's what it taught me. Basically just helped me refocus.
Okay. Kelvin, what you got?
It really didn't teach me anything. It just, told me to focus harder kind of thing, because anything can happen out here. But that's what I was thinking at first. But I think, Josh Nix, what you just said, that's very important. And that's what it kind of taught me, was that you really don't have to be at a work anymore. You got at Chick-fil-A, they got people teleworking, taking your order nowadays. So I mean, it's we in 2021 at the time. Times are changing like that. But yeah.
What about you, TJ?
What did 2021 teach me? Life is short. So take care of your health.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Brad?
Shit, man, a lot, honestly, but just to kind of keep it short was like not second guessing yourself and kind of just allowing people, like, I be seeing, like, I saw a meme where it was like, you got to get to a point where like you don't care about explaining your side of the story. And that I learned that a lot last year, was like, people gonna always have something to say no matter what. And people, I didn't have people just create beef with me. So like with no real, reasoning behind it. Or people go through things and, shit just don't go their way. So they, start pushing they hate or frustration your way or whatever. And it'll even get to a point where they having conversations with other people about it. And then, I I spent a lot of time explaining myself, like, bro, that's not what happened, this and that. Like, this is what's really going on, for people to understand, like, oh, damn, or for people to, see that same person that they, trying to, pretty much they trying to convince the person that they trying to convince that, it's something wrong. And then they find out it's that person. And, I end up being like, figuring out, like, bro, you just got to be okay with motherfucker like thinking or feeling whatever way about you, because shit, at the end of the day, like, who you are is gonna show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
you know what I mean? So I learned that shit. I mean, I've been learning that shit over the years, but I think last year definitely was important. And then just sometimes just letting people go, man. That shit is not easy, especially like when you like pride yourself on being even though I can be like brutally honest and all that stuff with people and shit, like I pride myself on maintaining relationships and stuff like that. But shit, sometimes you gotta let motherfuckers go, man, because that shit will destroy your whole like, sanity.
Facts.
Like, so definitely learned that last year. So just not giving a fuck what people think about you, because people are gonna create their own narrative based on their insecurities, based on whatever, based on what they going through. So that was the biggest thing that I learned from it, and just getting there now. I'm still not even all the way there, because I still find myself explaining myself, because I really don't be wanting people to think certain shit. But you know what I'm saying, after a while you just be like, oh, that's what they told you, that, and or oh, that's how you feel, but you didn't come talk to me. Okay, cool, have at it. And then when you that fog clear and you realize that it wasn't me, or you played a role with it too, like,
Yeah.
all right, we can talk after that. You know what I'm saying? But stop trying to talk to people while they in a fog, because they
But
ain't trying to hear you.
it's crazy you say that, because I was laying in the bed the other day and thinking, like, if I could go back, because I know we had covered it like on a previous topic, like if you can go back and tell your younger self something, and like that's the only thing I could come up with is like, don't be afraid to be yourself. Like that's the biggest thing I could go back and tell, because I definitely feel I care too much what people think. And like I think within a couple months I've learned to start doing that, Brett, where like it's okay that I disagree with people. I don't explain myself. And the biggest thing has been with this COVID shot, where people's like, oh, well, explain to me why I should get it. I'm like, I'm not. Like, that's your decision. Like, if you want, like, I got it, my family got it, but I'm not going to tell you the reasoning you should get it.
Right.
So, that's just crazy.
Yeah, unless I'm from a professional standpoint and you just asking for, but like personal belief, I'm not about to push my personal belief on you at all. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, that was like a big thing, because boy, I'm telling you, like last year was stressful as fuck, bro. Like, I feel like, everybody, I think everybody had this idea that like COVID, we were seeing the end of COVID, like, and then that shit just pretty much shot right back.
This ain't even my final form.
For the Meek Mill on top of, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was
finished? Back quick as hell. You thought I was done?
All right, man. That shit like a bad girlfriend, dog. That shit. Like, and just the stress of that, man. Like, that shit is, man, it's crazy, bro. And even just not even COVID, just at work and shit. Like, I mean, y'all know what it's like to, for the most part, be the kind of person in charge of certain things that other people don't understand. Like, whether it's being in charge of a area or being in charge of supplies and stuff like that. And people just expect you to have like these magic buttons to push to make shit just pop up. And you'd be like, dog, that's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? But people just like, people had those blinders on and they literally only see what they need or what they need from you. And if you're not giving that to them, like they don't want to hear nothing else from you. You useless at that point.
So like, you don't care about me,
right? Like, bro, I don't drive trucks. I can't bring these products that I ordered 3 months ago here now. I checked on it. They said they don't have an update. You know what I'm saying? It just be stuff like that. But if you will say that and people will still be like, oh, he doesn't do anything. Yeah. Like, I've been running up and I got 18,000 steps for today because I've been running around here. You know what I'm saying? It be stuff like that. So But at the end of the day, like who you are is gonna show at the, you know what I'm saying? So it just be like, I'm good with you just finding out who I am, you know what I'm saying, at your own terms, or not finding out who I am. That shit not gonna, it ain't gonna move the needle for me regardless. So yeah, but
dropping gems there, brother.
that was 2021 though, man. 2022. Like what y'all goals for this year then?
New year, new me. What do you mean, brother?
Right.
No, no, for me, honestly, finish school. I should be finished by April. So once I finish that, I need to have my certification done by March. So if I can have that done, then the goal is honestly to start actually venturing out into the IT world, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been procrastinating. People have set things up for me, and I kind of just been dragging my feet because you had that nicety of like, it'll be a second job. I don't need the money right now. It's like, although it'd be nice, but now it's kind of like, if I want to be serious about this, knowing that the military they can do anything at any point in time. And I don't want to have to ever rely on somebody. So just to go ahead and start working on like what I want to do instead of what the military needs me to do. So 2021, honestly, to get off my ass, finish school, get my certification, and actually get into the career field I want to.
Okay. What about you, Kelvin? What's your goals for this year?
Get the classes I need to for the school, for what I'm trying to do, and stack this money. Same as every year, basically. Well, that part, you know what I'm saying. So.
What about you, TJ?
Goals for this year. Health, better health, take care of myself, trying to take this culinary shit to the next level. I got some shit up my sleeve I really can't talk about right now. Then I want to start a family, so I need to find a girl, right?
Hey, you do have some goals, boy.
That's serious. Well, it ain't gonna be this. It ain't gonna be this year because shit, we gotta get to know each other and shit. But yeah,
I know. I bet it on it, brother. You posted on Facebook. I bet you said this year.
I can't have a kid this year,
brother.
Three-year minimum. I gotta, get to know her.
Brother, you should have put that in the stipulations of the contract. I didn't see
that. Put it out in the world.
But no, that's a good goal. Hey, facts. Yeah. Hey. But that's good goal. What about you, DJ?
Well, on the military side, I just need to check a few more boxes or whatever, career wise. So like, obviously, which is some of the stuff people listening to won't understand, but like the senior enlisted PME shit, knocking that out finally, and getting back on track with my school stuff, and then just personally, personally, just so I had a financial goal last year, which I met that and like exceeded it mainly because I had sold my house in San Antonio. So now that I met that financial goal savings wise, now I want to start getting on the assets side because, especially like in this world, like, man, the dollar in America is like going to hell. So like just holding money now, like don't necessarily do you no favor. So
it doesn't benefit you at all.
Yeah. So I still believe in the idea of like having like a certain amount of liquid money, like money you literally can get to if something was to happen. I still think you still need that, but assets are what's gonna set you up, like, long term, whether that's stocks and stuff like that, which I'm well into stocks now, but like really now the putting money into savings things, I have what I need savings wise, so I don't have to put money into savings, and now I can put that money that I would put into savings into stocks. So I can do more with it.
My question was like, so once you hit that number, that was just it? Like you're not gonna put no more in the savings?
Probably not. Yeah, no. Probably not. Because what does it do? Like it don't really do.
I see what you're saying. It ain't making you no bread.
Yeah, it don't make you nothing. It makes you like pennies on the penny. You know what I'm saying? Not even pennies on the dollar nowadays. So like it's other ways of shit. And the stock market is a similar way of putting money in savings. Granted, can the stock market crash? Sure, but I mean, research shows that like you gonna make, no matter what you do, you're gonna make more, you're gonna make money from putting your money into stocks. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously do your research, see what you need to really invest in. But yeah, yeah, I don't want to get to the point where I'm just sitting on money and it don't do nothing for me. Cause yeah, they was giving out money, so that should tell you how important money isn't anymore. So
Yeah, that's not a bad goal to have, broski. I think I'm gonna be that financial goal, not this year, next year. I'm gonna make a goal like that.
yeah, I feel you, but it's just yeah. But yeah, so everybody said their piece on that. Anybody else got anything to add to that one?
I was good there.
I bet. So the next topic is relationships, right? So I was at work and I ain't gonna go into the details of the conversations, but in my job is at that time in the office, it was like two men and like three women, and we were just talking about relationships and stuff. And like one of the lieutenants, she's like 25 or 26 or whatever. So she well within her, like she's still like dating and all that stuff. And so we started talking about money and relationships and all this other stuff. So one of the questions we started to talk about is like how you dress. So my question to y'all is, if you're in a relationship, is there a certain way that a person is supposed to dress? Starting with you, TJ, what you think?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think yeah. I think, you know what I'm saying, for your girl, I mean, she can still look sexy and shit, but I think it's a certain way you dress. And that goes with carrying yourself. You carry yourself, like you're not a single woman. That's, yeah, you can't be rocking a single. Well, depends on how crazy she was when she was single. Because I met some chicks that they ain't really rocking no crazy stuff. But I've also seen some chicks where it was like,
Okay, but but I guess that's the thing though. If you was messing with a chick that you met and she dressed free, was she like, now that y'all in a relationship, should she be changing that? Is what you're saying?
oh no, I feel like, because I'm like, if you met her and she was a stripper and then y'all get together and you don't want her to be a stripper no more, like, you can't do that.
Well, how you dress in the strip club is different than how you dress when you
No, I'm
outside
just,
though.
but I'm
So
that
like,
was, you know what I'm saying, like, to have, when you kicking it with her, I mean, and you already know, like, if you already know this how she get down, then, I mean, me personally, I feel like you should compromise and make changes. You should. Just like, if she ain't like something I was doing, not necessarily dressing, but whatever it was, I
what if
would.
it was dressing though? What if she didn't like you wearing something like that? Would you stop wearing? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. I mean, because it's not that big a deal to argue. She'd be like, "Don't wear gray sweatpants." I'm like, "Got you."
Okay.
I'm mad at it.
Josh, what you think?
I honestly think it's a yes and no answer, but it honestly comes down to preference. Like, I think it's just that conversation you have to have. Like, and it's one of those conversations I feel you have before. Like, once y'all start dating, just have that conversation and say, "Hey, I'm not cool with this, or I'm cool with this." Because I honestly think I don't have any problems. Like, in my relationship, it's like, yo, whatever you want to, as long as you comfortable with it at the end of the day. Because it's gonna make you, people know what they be doing, like what's their intentions on when they putting on these things, or because, like I said, every girl still wants to feel desire, right? So I would say no. Like, nah, there's no way you shouldn't dress, because hopefully we would have this talk.
Okay. Kelvin, what you got?
I'm gonna go with so kind of like a two-part question. You said, do I think there's how a person should dress while in a relationship? I don't think so. There's any way at all. It's whatever you want to do. I'm not going to look at nobody's girl and be like, oh, she shouldn't be dressing like that, or she should be dressing like this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So, but that's that. But I kind of what both of y'all a little bit just said. Like, if my girl, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you probably shouldn't wear that kind of thing. And I mean, very slightly. You know, there's not much that she couldn't wear, kind of thing. But a little bit more what TJ you just said. Like it's more about how you carry yourself. Now, yeah, I'll be like, wait a minute, ain't she probably, oh girl Mary right there, she probably shouldn't be acting like that or doing that to this single young man right here. You know what I mean? But it's more about that, not necessarily what they wear.
Yeah, okay. So it's less about what you got on and more about how you acting.
Facts.
Mhm.
What about you,
Um,
DJ?
I mean, it was a time when I was like younger and I guess like didn't really understand stuff. I did think it was a way that you should
Facts.
dress, obviously. Like, I mean, even like being out, like, I'm like, oh, you at the club and you got to do, like, you know what I'm saying? You just want some attention. Like, but like when I got older, I'm just like, not really. I mean, honestly, that it just does not bother me at all. But I mean, like I said, it's more like, what are you doing? Like, I mean, if you got a little ass skirt on, like, I mean, obviously, don't drop your shit and be bending all over and showing your ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's that's all that really matters to me. Like, but I, in all honesty, it's wrong. But I like a little sluttiness here and there. Like,
Yeah, you funny. He used to always say that shit though.
I absolutely appreciate somebody that just don't give a fuck, like, and come out like it just don't bother me as long as you not conducting yourself in a manner of like all hugging up on people and stuff, knowing that it's like all this showing, but it's like, especially if we out and you know what I'm saying, you put that shit on. You know what I'm saying? If you know how to put that shit on, put it on. If you can't dress, I have more problem if you can't dress and you wearing a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If it don't look good, then I'm like, just don't wear it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just say a little garbage. But I mean, if it look fire, show that ass a little bit. Like, hey, let 'em see. I mean, understand that it's gonna be, motherfuckers hounding. If you don't want people to be hounding you and you having to always say no, then shit, maybe not. But I'm not telling you not to do something because I don't want dudes like coming up to you. Because if we together and dude being disrespectful, then we gonna have to handle that anyway. But yeah, I said TJ. No, I always say I like a little. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. Show a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But and maybe
That's
that's
real.
fucked up.
No, I'm gonna say that's real. I can respect it. I respect it.
So I don't want you to turn into no nun now that we together. If you especially if you weren't one when we got together, because I like the ass when we got together, and I'm going to enjoy it while we're together. So, but that's just me. But speaking of clothing, though, do y'all think like the way people like do y'all feel like y'all getting to the point as like being older, like you are so away, like how do I put this? Like cultural, like wise, like y'all just aren't of this current generation now. Like
Yes.
you see where people dress, you be like, dang, why are you wearing it? Like, are y'all starting to feel like the old dude now?
For
I
me,
was say, no, not yet.
Yeah,
Me,
same.
but I'm about to say for me, like I never could dress. So it's like, what else was like, I never understood trends. So it's kind of like,
y'all funny as hell.
so it's kind of like, no, well, I won't get with this group either. But no, it's some things I'm gonna say. I'm glad the big T's and shit gone, but it's still some like a lot of things that's here. I'm like, because I was having a talk with my dad over Christmas, and he hates skinny jeans. Apparently, like if you show your ankles, he is highly upset. So, but I was like, I was trying to explain it, like I can understand it now. I don't do it, but I was like, I mean, if I got a suit on, like I could definitely rock with it. Now, if I'm just going to the supermarket, I ain't gonna have my ankles out. But I can understand it. If you can pull it off, go for it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I'm like in between. Like it's just some stuff that I'm just not. It's just not for me. But I mean,
Like
certain
what? Give an example.
uh, like yeah, like super skinny jeans is a no go for me. But I mean, I wear some slim jeans. I wear some, you know what I'm saying? Uh, let me see. And then maybe not even the clothing, but just some of the lingo nowadays as well. Like that I be hearing people say, I be like, nah, I'm good. It's
And
just
that's
not
on
it's just,
Pete.
Yeah. I
right.
was about to
Like
say that. If I hear any of y'all say that's on PM,
yeah, I just some stuff I just some trends of it, but I never have been. I never have been somebody that just follow every trend. You know what I'm saying? It's just not for me. But I do adjust. Like I adjust and keep moving. I mean, I'm definitely you'll never see me wearing no tall tee. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I'm not wearing like these dudes to this at some point be damn near wearing blouses. So like
With the
I
man
can't
bag.
do that. Yeah. Oh yeah. The man
man
bag.
bag thing?
Even like the wearing the like what's the name? What's the
The
shit
fanny pack,
called?
Satchel.
John?
Fanny pack. Yeah, wearing
What the
the
Supreme John?
yeah, wearing it across your like across your shoulder. I just couldn't do that either. It just wasn't for
Yeah.
me.
People
I
be
was
thinking
like,
I be having that on.
so what do you got on?
This
That
is
makes
not a
people
man
think that?
bag.
Oh.
It's nothing. It's not a man bag though.
I
It's
just couldn't.
nothing.
Yeah, I just couldn't get into that one. That was nah.
Yeah.
It's just certain stuff I ain't doing.
But even that, it made me look at myself. I was like, damn, if I just like, am I one of these?
But
They was
actually, the
just
man
like,
bags came out about 5-6 years ago, and they was
Yeah.
kind of hip, but just they didn't catch like that. But now, like
Mhm.
everybody rocking them hoes.
Yeah, and
Now,
I'm
actually, it was
just
about
I'm
6 years
good.
ago because I was still cool with right.
Yeah,
And
but,
That's, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
So
cool with how I'm cool with how people are dressing now. I mean, I feel like motherfuckers caught up to me, man, wearing sweats everywhere. I've been doing that forever. I don't care what y'all say.
No,
oh
you was
my
just a
God.
dad. Because
Right.
I like sweats because I'm lazy. Okay? If we're being
Yeah.
honest, I don't want to put on clothes.
I just
Mhm.
wasn't wearing sweats because we was living in San Antonio, Texas. So,
Yeah, right.
That was-
Fucking hot as shit off this
Mhm.
bitch.
yeah,
Hey.
But
But-
now that's I like that swag. And I see a lot of people, male and female, doing it. So I've been doing it for a minute. So I'm cool with it.
I ain't gonna lie. I like when a chick wear like some little like slightly baggy, but like fitted. I don't know at the same time type sweatpants type shit. It's like it almost look athletic, but then it's not like. But I don't know.
Yeah, man, I've been following that since Drake said if the old girl in that video, man. Think about it. Like, hair tied,
But,
chilling with no baseball.
The whole athleisure movement, like when chicks wearing that type of stuff, I love that because I don't really some of the newer stuff that chicks wearing, like where they damn near dressing like grandmas, like I just cannot. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I ain't trying to tell nobody how to dress, but it's just not like.
Don't do that. He said.
Right. Next thing you know, they're like, he hates women.
Hey,
Yeah,
he
it's just
hates
not
the
for
way
me.
they dress.
It's just not for me. I mean, not for my liking, but I mean, they obviously they ain't dressing for me in the first place. But
I respect it.
But yeah,
Y'all funny as hell. Y'all funny as hell.
All right. So another office conversation that we had, or did y'all have anything else for that topic about how people dress?
Nah, I mean, I pretty much said the same thing Thomas said. It's cool.
I bet y'all trying to fit in and shit,
Yeah,
but they don't want to upset the women. But all right. So the next question, so this next club. My bad. The next conversation was a office conversation that we were having, and we got to talking about strip clubs. So, what is y'all? First of all, how do y'all feel about strip clubs? Do y'all like y'all fuck with the strip club? Do y'all not? Like, how do y'all feel about that? And I got more after that, but starting with you, Josh, what you think? How do you?
Nah, I'm about to say the first time I went to a strip club was with y'all in San Antonio. And I don't know. I guess I expected like something totally different. Like, I don't know, because you watch movies, like, right? And you just like, oh, it's gonna be crazy and everything. God, I was like, ugh. And it was like, hey,
well, it was a San Antonio strip club too, though.
I said, ugh.
Hey,
Thinking the same thing.
hey,
them shits is terrible.
and honestly, that's the only ones I've been to. Like, cause when I came back to Mississippi, like I was so done because of San Antonio. I was like, it's no need for me. I'm sweet. So,
what about you, Kelvin?
I mean, they cool, like something to do. I ain't been in a minute, but if us four were kicking it, we were like, there ain't nothing to do, and somebody mentioned, I'd be like, it's whatever. Like it's nothing to like get overhyped for. I ain't never went on a regular, but like the last time me, my brother and sister kicked it, like we all went to one, and my wife, like us four went to one, just talking. You know what I'm saying? It was just somewhere to be.
I don't even gotta ask TJ because TJ actually liked the strip clubs.
No, actually, I don't.
Yes,
Actually, I don't. I ain't gonna lie though, but for the last 2 months, I've been wanting to go to them, but nah, it's just man. I don't.
TJ likes
just not
the
a
strip clubs, man.
No, I'm not.
I think call it a booty club.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, I'm just not a fan. It's like,
my nigga.
My
I
nigga
don't know,
lying, dog. TJ.
My nigga on this Kevin Gates.
I'm not
Do him.
nah.
He's lying,
When me and bro used to go, it was different
Who was bro?
situations.
Lying, don't know. You
I
must be
wasn't talking about you
bro.
when I said bro.
Oh.
But yeah,
TJ fuck with them strip clubs, man.
I
let him
don't.
lie
I
to
don't.
y'all.
I just used to have a lot of wild days back in the day.
Boy,
Yeah, not a lot.
Booty club.
Very few. But nah, I'm just.
That
Nah,
boy
I'm
TJ
not really.
had fell in love with a girl that looked like Lil Wayne up in there one time.
Derek is lying.
I was like, what the fuck is he doing, man?
Oh,
All right, I see what type of time we on here.
Derek is funny. Hey, one time Derek threw some money on some hoes and then picked that shit up. Picked that shit up and threw it back on him, dog.
Oh, he made it re-raid.
Hey, look. Hey, since we going there.
Hey, that's funny because I did see a nigga in the club one time. He threw that money shit. See it? He stepped on that thing so fast. Like,
oh my God. Well,
was...
Derek was drunk as hell. We both.
Hey,
and we was like 6
that shit was stupid as hell. That wasn't even at a strip club. That was at the tattoo.
Yeah, we was at a tattoo shop. We had pics in there. But yeah. No, I ain't a big fan of strip clubs though. So
before somebody be thinking that I'm cheap as hell, let me explain what actually happened. My brother and them, they used to have a tattoo shop or whatever. And one of the and now mind you, we wasn't even old enough to go to the strip club at this time. We was like 18, 19 or whatever. And in Detroit, they wasn't even letting you in the strip club. They wasn't letting dudes in the strip club if you was under 21 at one point.
Yeah, over 21.
Yeah, the girls could go in at 18. The dudes couldn't come in until they was 21. But anyway, one of the homies was leaving for the Navy. And so they had got some strippers or whatever and brought them through or whatever. But I didn't even know none of this was going on. We had just pulled up to the tattoo shop to kick it because that's where we used to kick it often. So we got there and there's strippers there. So and then as soon as we got in, like we got there, we usually just walk in, but the door locked. They open the door, lock it back, and then we walk in. And there's a bunch of strippers in there. I'm like, what's going on? And they like, oh, bro, going to the Navy, so we doing a little, send off for him. I'm like, oh, okay, bet. I didn't know about this, so I only had like $10 in ones in my pocket because I ain't keep money on me or whatever. So chick come dancing or whatever. So I threw the little money. But at this point, we had got drunk as hell. So I'm throwing the money and I picked the money back up and threw it back. So she thinking that I'm throwing $100 or whatever. And then I walked away or whatever. But if I had known, I would have grabbed more money or whatever. But strip club just really not really my thing because I never cared for it. It just always feel like you being sold a fantasy or whatever. And people gonna be acting like, oh, that's like some type of, it's a social status thing, like, oh, that you got money to go through. But I just never liked the idea of it. So I just always never liked strip clubs. But I mean, I'll go though. I'll definitely go and I'll throw some money, you know what I'm saying, if everybody going, but it'll never be like a thing that we do regularly. So nah. But anyway, I think Kelvin kind of already answered too. But my next question was, would y'all go to the strip club with y'all girl, or have y'all been to the strip club with y'all girl? Starting with you, Josh.
Nah, my girl like never fucked with strip clubs. I remember it. Like one time I went, and this was back in the younger days, so I couldn't even like my excuse was dumb as hell. Like I ended up having my wallet like on the bed, and we wasn't even living together. She was like, "You went to the strip club?" And she like took out like 10 ones. I was like, "Oh no, nah. We was just chilling." And I was like, "Damn." And after that, like I was like, I think it was like my last time going to the strip club.
Oh.
So we go, no, but I honestly only went to the strip club because once y'all told me they had like dollar steak and fries, and I was cheap, and you can watch the playoff game. I was like, what are we doing?
Well, okay, that's a hidden gem. Well, I wouldn't say hidden, because I feel like everybody.
And the
know
wings,
now.
yeah.
Bro, I had never knew about this. So I was like, oh, they capping.
Yeah.
Strip clubs are the best food. When people be acting like they too cool to eat strip club, when somebody's booties everywhere, I'm like, it's not
that
like
was me.
It's
that
not like
people. I
they
said
make
that,
the
man.
food.
Who wants somebody ass clapping right next to your chicken wing? You don't want that, man.
I would love to have.
I was watching
right next to my chicken
I'm
wing.
straight. I'm straight.
I would love that. Actually,
I'm straight.
sounds like fun.
Look, I need one or the other. I need one. I need food or I need ass in my face. I can't have both. Like,
I need both.
Nah, I'm straight. Ass and food don't mix.
Oh
Yes,
shit.
it does.
I'm good.
Oh, woo.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So I always wanted to, and I think Valerie would be cool with it, but I haven't been in a while. And the last time, was that the last time I went? But one of the last times I went to the strip club, it left with like a sour little situation. And this was when did I ever tell y'all that story when I was in Germany? Y'all never tell you?
briefly.
I can't remember.
I'm about to say.
So
briefly.
quick story then. All right, so when we was in Germany, my one homeboy had hit me up or whatever, and because he was dating this one little, well, he wasn't that, they were just kind of like flirting or whatever, but he had hit me up like, hey, I need you to roll with me because I'm about to go link with some of our co-workers, but he ain't really like the rest of them. So I went with him, and it was a strip club. Didn't know, but in the strip clubs in Germany, you don't throw your actual money. You go to the counter and you get what's called play money. So you pay for a certain amount of play money. And it's just basically some laminated fake dollar bills or whatever, or euros. So we get in there, and I'm just kind of chilling or whatever, because like I said, I ain't really a strip club guy or whatever. So I'm watching. I had a couple drinks and all that. So then some of the other coworkers that I really wasn't cool with, they had came up and I never kicked it with them. And they're like, oh yeah. So they eventually like was trying to get me to drink. So fuck it, I drank or whatever. So I'm getting drunk or whatever at this point. So I'm sitting down at one of the at the strip club thing. It was like the platform where the chick was stripping, and then there's like chairs like right next to it. So I'm sitting in one of the chairs, and the chick that my boy was trying to talk to, he's there, she's standing behind me, and dude is talking to her or whatever. So she had some of the play money in her hand, and she literally like dropped some of the play money on me or whatever, which the strippers like see the play money, so they can't. So she comes over and starts dancing on me or whatever, and it's like no, harmless shit. But then what she does is she takes one of the little fake dollar things and like puts it like on my zipper, right? And on the zipper of my pants. And I mean, I'm used to like the hood strip club. She was doing some I never been to a white strip club before, and this is, if I could imagine a white strip club, this is about as white as it got. So she starts doing little stuff like dancing and putting the money like between my zipper or whatever, and then she goes and grabs the dollar bill with her mouth and like did whatever she did and went on or whatever. Just a dance though. Me not paying attention because I'm drunk. So the next day, so I got so drunk. One of the coworkers had called my wife or whatever, because the other homeboy left with chick, and so he was like, hey, my wife. I was like, hey, call my wife. She'll come scoop me. So she came and scooped me. And then the next morning I wake up and my pants are literally sitting on a stool. And so I wake up and I look over and I'm like, what's up? And she like giving me all type of looks. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Because she never had issues coming to get me if I've been drinking. So I'm like, what's the problem? She was like, what's that on your pants? And I look over on the pants and it's like a white smear on my zipper. So she's thinking like something crazy happened, but it's literally like because the chick I remember she had like some type of lipstick, like, but it was like glitter on it too, and it was like real white looking or whatever. So when she grabbed
sticking with this story, huh?
Oh my life, I'm not lying. So she grabbed the shit with the what's the name, and it got on my pants or whatever. So I'm sitting there like, when I looked at it, I'm like, you know what? All right, I can see why you would think that. And I had to explain that story. To this day, I really feel like she don't believe me. But she,
I ain't never even heard that one.
I didn't told all y'all the story.
I'm thinking of a different. I thought it was like a wet stain, so that's why I don't know. I thought it was different, a wet stain.
Well, it was like the lipstick literally got on my hand, but it was like a gloss type shit. But and it's literally, when you look at it, it's literally like some type of glitter and like a spot or whatever, like in the same. I'm like, it's literally her lipstick or a gloss or whatever. And I mean, she was like, I don't have no reason to not believe you, but she didn't speak to me the whole day or two. So I'm pretty sure she, you know what I'm saying, thought, and probably to this day in her mind think that happened, but nothing happened. Right? But so after that, I was just like, this not even my thing anyway. I don't even go to these things, and I then got into some dumb shit or whatever. Yes. But it's just not my thing. But yeah, that's my thing. But I've always wanted to go to the strip club, you know, take Valerie to the strip club, because she kind of like she's not really the most outgoing person, so I thought it would be funny to take her, whatever. But since that situation happened, I'm like, nah,
you know
I ain't
what?
trying to bring up old memories.
Right. Hey, you smart.
Yeah. But last question about that. Would y'all be mad though, like if your girl, like say your girl went to the strip club and like you friends with her friends on IG and all that, and like you on IG and you and a video pop up and she at one of the male strip clubs and some dude then picked her up and you know what I'm saying and all this shit. Would y'all be mad about that, or is it just her having a good time?
So my thing is, if you told me go to strip club, hey, cool. But my nigga, if you said you going out to eat and then I look and see this nigga just pick you up, hey, we're gonna have to have a talk real quick.
Hey, my nigga, finger fork.
Yeah, hey, come on, real quick. Hey, real quick, what we doing?
Yeah. What about you, Kelvin? Would you be mad?
Hell yes.
Even if you knew she was just going to you knew she was going to the strip club?
I don't have a problem with that at all, but ain't no nigga gonna be picking you up and shit. You better.
That nigga said go and stand in the back.
Yes,
go and stand in the back.
Right.
You don't gotta be participating in shit.
She would, if I wanted to go, she wouldn't have a problem with it, but she would if I'm over there picking up a little chick. And you know what I'm saying?
But is that any different from like a chick dance, like your boys recording it's a chick dancing on you or doing all type of tricks, jumping all, you know how they get in the strip club from time to time? Mm-hmm. Is that any different?
But I think she'll have a problem with that too. Like,
no. Then why are y'all going to the strip club if they can't perform?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, I don't need to go.
They go and have conversations.
Yeah, I mean, when that time, didn't nobody come over to the table and do all that? Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. I guess, yeah, for us too, it's gonna come down to that. Yeah.
Well, that's
if you go, you can't do stripper stuff at the strip joint.
But I was about to say,
you just gotta watch from a distance.
because that's San Antonio, and they strip club is trash. If you ever went to a strip club like in Detroit, like them was the strip club that I went to as a younger person, because I was able to get into it because my brother and them always knew the bouncers and stuff like that. So, and them girls, they be on your ass. They be on your ass for a dance. You ain't no hiding from them. I mean, you can eventually be like, nah, I'm good and all that, but they coming, they seeking you out, especially if you got a little booth. So.
Damn. Yes,
I would guess like a male strip club would have to be they gotta be hounding, you know what I'm saying? Because females in most cases are not as outgoing as us, so they gotta get them to spend their money, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe they are, I don't know.
I was about to say, man, you put man, nah. You put a group of chicks in there with one dude, and then they be wild.
They gonna get picked up. I'm just saying. if you don't want your girl to get picked up, don't have her go to no male strip club, because I feel like that gotta be something that they do.
Yeah, they flip them and they just. I'd be like, you just put any random
wearing
chick,
them little elephant things, putting them in their hands. That's why I be staying away from the strip club, because I'm gonna be mad as hell.
That is, hey,
put his little dick in your hand or whatever. Like, I'll be mad about that. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Nah. That's the male ones, they forward as hell.
Yeah. But at the same time, I wouldn't be able to say nothing though, because I mean, I've had my fair share of strip club nights, like before we got together, and a little bit while we was there, but I mean while we was together, but not really. It's just not my place. I just don't like them like that.
Facts.
But yeah,
I want to go to one in Houston. Then once I go to Houston, then I'm
you gonna hang up your jersey?
Yeah.
You went? Then you go? Nixon, wasn't that you with me? And when we was in tech school, we was in Austin.
Yeah, it was Austin though. That wasn't bad.
Austin got some good ones.
The one we went was real hood. Got shut down. Ended up getting shut down. Niggas was about to shoot. It was. Hey, I felt that hell. I was drunk.
If I could just go to Austin, then I bet.
Yeah, that was in tech school, because that was when Dog.
That was 10 years ago.
11 years ago.
Yeah.
Damn, man, we getting old, bro.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. I was that old boy. We had to stay at old boy cousin's house.
Yeah, and she was about to fight a stripper too in there, because she was trying to talk to me. It was, man, that shit was crazy.
That's just like, that's crazy.
But yeah, all right. So that's enough for the strip club night. So last subject, we gonna talk about Antonio Brown, formerly of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Are y'all all aware of the whole situation? Anybody want to kind of give a recap of everything that's going on?
Yeah, go ahead.
You got it. Go ahead, bro.
So more of the recap was, from what it seemed, that bro had a mental breakdown, right? He was supposed to go to a game. In the middle of the game, you see people on the sideline holding him back. He taking off his clothes and he waving by. He dips. Story comes out after he started, because to me, they were playing with bro name, basically putting there, because you got to think, like, he had just left the Raiders. He had got into it with the coach, then ended up going with Tom Brady when he was at the Patriots, had problems there to where they released him, and then he had them allegations against him. So it was just looking like a pattern of bro just messing up every situation he was given. And so he ended up then releasing the messages, one from his trainer that, well, I guess it's Tom Brady's trainer that he was using, and then the coach. And he was showing that he was injured and was talking through the coach the whole process. So it wasn't like, I'm not going to play, that he was talking with the coach, and the coach was doing what coaches do. Like, hey, I feel you, but we need you, but we're going to make sure we get you the help you need. You're going to be taken care of. And then he gets to the game that Sunday, and the coach like, yeah, go and get out there. And he's like, what? Nah, I'm hurt. And then the coach was like, I bet you're done. And mind you, he also needed to hit a couple more incentives where he could have ended up getting like $500K, like just knocking off some bonuses. And not only did he not get that, the coach was like, no, you're done. And so now he did a little bit more scream with me. would I have waited till the end of the game? Yeah, I would probably sat there chill. But I'm not mad at bro now for saying if the coach said like, yo, I'm done, like he dipped. So now he started doing this little press run, basically, to where people were saying that they think bro got CTE. Not gonna lie, I was one of those people. It was like, I don't know. I think, hey, something really wrong with man. But now I think bro just crazy as hell. And I think he definitely talks before he speaks, because even him saying all that stuff about Tom Brady, like kind of saying if Tom Brady was his man's, then why he don't have the same deal as Grunt got, you know, where he's still playing like on salary instead of playing this. He has to do this to get this much. Yeah. Now, mind you, a couple days ago, he came out and said that people took what he was saying about Tom Brady out of context, basically said like, no, that's still his man's. Because I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I did not get that from when he initially said it. So I think bro do a lot of backtracking, but I just don't know. I don't know. I just wish bro kind of just play. Oh, that talk. Yeah. Just play.
Yeah.
What y'all think?
So hold on. But so before we go to the next person, Josh, you think he'll play in the league again?
I do think he'll get an opportunity, but I think this would be like that last opportunity thing, because it's only because because I do think bro can ball. So I don't think it has anything to do with talent. It's just his personality of just doing what they want. You know, in the NFL, hey, you ain't playing ball, they gonna get you out of there, especially you of color. They go, hey, he bringing too much records. So, but I do think he'll get one more contract, but I think that'll be like his make or break contract.
Yeah. So like I said, I don't know, man. Antonio Brown definitely be wilding out.
Oh yeah, and
I
then
guess it's
the COVID thing with the COVID card. I forgot to even when you think it's like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah, he definitely.
No, I mean everybody was doing that shit. The Drew Brees doing the shit too, wasn't he?
No, you talking about
Drew Brees retired.
You talking about Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, no, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, and they tried to crucify him. Even NBA players,
he didn't get suspended though.
Yeah, I'm about to say, of course.
Hold on, whoa, though. Let's add context to that. Aaron Rodgers never presented a fake COVID vaccine card.
Yeah,
he just, when he was talking to the media, said that he was
immunized.
He didn't say, which technically he still lied. But the thing is, yeah, they found out. It came to find out that Aaron Rodgers hadn't been vaccinated. Antonio Brown presented a fake COVID card, which is very, very different. Those are two different situations. Although I don't want to be like, oh, I'm taking up for Aaron Rodgers, but I don't want us to like make it seem like it's, oh, he getting like this, he getting, you know, some type of special privileges, because he didn't really get special privileges. He just didn't tell everybody his business. That's kind of what it was. What you got, TJ? Because you looking over it.
Yeah, cuz what the fuck?
You don't see the difference in that?
He ain't get suspended. Like what?
Why would he get suspended though? Like why would you think he need to get suspended?
You said he lied.
Yeah,
he lied to the media.
Yeah, that's like a moral thing.
Yeah, I'm about to say like he went to like he ain't go to Roger Goodell like the NFL. It was like, yo, I got vaccinated, we good. He was just saying on the media. What's the name? Took it to a different level. Was like, oh, here y'all go. Official proof. He
actually, like, you presented false documentation. One person presented false documentation. One person just let people believe what they wanted to believe and pretty much let people take his word for face value. Like, that's two different things. Yeah. But at the same time, like, I feel like another reason why they didn't, you know, completely kill Aaron Rodgers is because motherfuckers within the organization knew that he hadn't been vaccinated.
Oh, and they did not.
Yeah, they had to. Bro. They had to.
Just say present no documentation.
Yeah, because he didn't present no vaccine card. So, I mean, that was the difference. But I mean, it's a difference from going to your job and saying, "Here, I got a vaccine," or like being at work and people at the job saying, "Have you been vaccinated?" And I say, "Yeah." You know what I'm saying? It's not. You know what I mean? It's a difference. because it ain't really nobody else's business. You know what I mean? He just offered information that he probably shouldn't have offered.
Yeah, I definitely think it was ignorant on his part, just to lie
Yeah.
to the media when you're that big of a star. I would say, because you would think people would definitely take more of your face value, be like, "Oh, why you gotta lie?" And then when you do research and like, "Oh, that nigga don't even fuck with the COVID shot," then and that's why like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was like went in on him and all that stuff, but it was kind of like moral. But hey, man.
But at the end of the day, I do think Antonio Brown be definitely wilding out, but at the same time, if everything that he was showing is like true, it sounds like one of them situations where when you already on a short leash and people like start to treat you a certain way because you have a certain type of reputation, and which ain't fair, you know what I'm saying? And it seemed like dude knew that since you was on a short leash, they're gonna take my word over yours. You know what I'm saying? And that's and they still gonna play. And on top of that, Antonio Brown, Florida people in general be seeming like they just be slightly unhinged. So he just didn't like. If he would have played the situation a little bit better, then he probably wouldn't be getting crucified the way he is. But at the same time, I don't really feel like it's completely just like crucifixion, if that makes sense. I don't know, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think it's plenty of blame to go around, but I think more than anything, it's on the coach and the organization than it is him. But he definitely has a accountability issue, and he has an ignorance issue too. He's very unprofessional, so I don't necessarily feel that bad for him.
So will he get another contract?
I think so. But like you said, it's gonna be the last one if he gets it. But it's gonna be another incentive laced contract.
Facts. It's definitely gonna be like you gotta check all these boxes before you get all your money, or else you just really just came here and played for like $10,000.
Because records wise, like even with him being in and out of the league as much as he has, like he still, then hit certain milestones faster than like a majority of receivers in the league. I had to look up, but I remember I think he had like the third most like either receptions or reception yards for a receiver in like a certain period of time, or like the youngest to a certain amount, but I can't remember exactly what it was. But so he definitely then did his thing though. But yeah, he just a little bit he a little ignorant, not gonna lie. But yeah.
So what do you think, Thomas? You think he gonna get another contract? Kelvin?
I do not. Okay. I think this is that last one. I think I don't want to say that. I think he's even if all that stuff is true, what he said in the text message and stuff, that happened in the third quarter. He played the first half. He had even one more game to get his money. It's rumored that we don't know that he was only doing all that because he wasn't getting no receptions in that game, to where he wouldn't have gotten that bonus. But again, he had one more game. And I think, even if all that is true, what all the text messages and stuff, there's a way that you handle certain situations. And he obviously handled that very poorly. We all agree on that. And I don't want to sit here and call it, every time somebody do some dumb shit at work, we could just say, oh, they're having a mental breakdown. Like, I think, because look, right after that, he did a podcast, talking down on the one person who helped him get any kind of money in Tom Brady multiple times. The organization did not want to get him in there at all until Tom Brady kind of forced him to. He's still obviously very talented. He was a big part of the reason they got the championship last year. But yeah, I mean, even right after all that happened, he's, front and center at a Nets game. He's, I already said he's talking down on the one guy who helped him get the money. He's performing a rap song, and he's out there doing other stuff. Like, he knows what he's doing. He just don't care. He's rich. More
He
power
pretty
to
much
him.
he Kanye West of the NFL. Who
Yeah.
I'm also tired of seeing.
Yeah.
Hey man,
I like how
Put
you
that
said
down to
rap
2.
song. I like how you said that, man. He's out there performing those raps with his black self.
he's out there that boogaloo music.
Oh shit!
That's funny.
No, what the fuck?
Oh,
I said it like that.
Oh shit!
Just shut up and catch a ball. That's what he needs to do.
Maybe not shut up and catch a ball, but act like
But he
got some
definitely,
sense,
I'm about to say
he do need to act like he got some sense, bro. I definitely understand. Like I really don't like when we like try to find everything that a person might have did right to when they black in situations. I feel like I saw that a lot on social media, and it was like, oh, they were trying not to give them the ball and this and that. And I was like, I do think that the NFL will throw your ass through the gauntlet the moment you don't start shucking and jiving, which is why I don't really watch it like that no more. But at the same time, like he definitely got some issues that he needs to work through. You know what's crazy about Antonio Brown? When I played football in high school, his dad was my coach in high school. Yeah,
that's crazy.
His dad is actually an arena football like legend. His name is Touchdown Eddie Brown, but he wasn't in his son's life like that because this dude was coaching football in Indiana. But yeah, dude is he got a lot of stuff he need to work through, but at the same time, the NFL will. I really don't care for the NFL's way of doing things, so a part of me can be a little bit sympathetic, but I do think that they are. I think in that sense, he could have gotten them. He could have did what he had to do the right way, and the blame would have been on dude more. But he wanted to show out because I mean, granted, it sounded like he was saying he was already warning them that my ankle is hurting, and then once he told them like, hey, I can't play, it sounded like they said dude just spazzed on him, and then he, that's when he, took his stuff off and jumping around and all that. That's where I was like, all right, see, why you gotta do all that, bro? But yeah, other than that, it's just like
yeah.
Someone else. But yeah.
Hey, prayers for brother, man.
Yeah, I hope he get it together. But I mean, I also don't have too much sympathy for millionaires like that either. Like,
yeah, I'm not about to sit here and like this. Like,
No,
bro,
no,
I
no,
barely
I
make it.
like that. I still have sympathy for them. They still human.
I mean, that's fine. They are human, and I do like I understand they go through things, but when I'm talking about as far as like them getting another shot at maintaining being a millionaire, I could give a shit less. Like, hey, you had a shot at being a millionaire or generationally wealthy and all that stuff, and you squander it multiple times by acting out. I don't care if you white, black, purple, or blue. If you fucking it up like that, hey, get somebody who actually know how to act that chance so they can actually do something with that money to maybe help other people. But
mic drop.
Yeah. But I think that's it, man. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add? Y'all got anything y'all want to plug before we close out?
Plug gaming channel be down below. Make sure y'all go check out our YouTube channel. Of course, it's all down below. Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, I'm coming back. Gonna be more consistent this year, and yeah. So appreciate everybody for rocking with us.
For sure. I'm gonna give me a gaming channel too, but I play GTA.
He's like,
so I've been
trying to get him. I've been trying to get him playing games for a year. He's a liar. Don't let him lie.
Man, Josh played Call of Duty and I suck at that. I can't play that, but I will blow some shit up in GTA. I'm pretty much the biggest boss on GTA. You feel me? But all right, that's it, man. This has been an episode 1 of the Unfiltered Point of View.
Yes, sir.
Formerly known as the Boys to Gents podcast. So tap in, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.